Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, over the last couple of videos, I've had a lot of positive and some negative comments on my color grading and all that. And everybody's got their own preference and their own taste. But for the most part, everybody kind of liked it. So I thought I would give you some tips on what I do for getting the color that I do. So while you may not like the saturation, all that kind of stuff, you definitely will benefit from checking out the GoPro settings that I use as my base starting point. That allows me to do kind of whatever I want to do with it. So if you don't like the saturation, you don't have to use that much saturation. It's your video. You can do whatever you want. But if you want a nice base to work with to start off with, um, I'll give you the kind of rundown on what I do. So got my phone connected to my GoPro here. So let me read off basically the settings that I'm using, then I'll kind of talk about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So resolution, I record in 1080 at 60 frames per second with Super View, and I do that even though I end up encoding them at 30 frames a second because I get more frames to work with, and if I ever want to use 60, I can use 60. Kind of hard to go up from 30. So recording the highest frame that I want, so 60 frames per second. You can't do that at 2.7K, unfortunately. So 1080p it is. Video stabilization is off. I have the low light setting on, and what that does, I found, is that changes your frames per second if you've got it set to at least 60 when you are in low light situations where it thinks that you might need it. Now, the auto stuff, it can be hit or miss, but right now I've got it on. I've had okay success with that. I've not been flying in really dark conditions since doing it, so I haven't really tested it to see what happens. But basically, I believe you still end up with a 60 frames per second video, and you just kind of get some duplicated frames. But it lowers the speed that it's doing, it's recording to down to 24 possibly or 30, just so it can get enough light. So you kind of get a 60 FPS video with the low light, so 60 FPS with the slow motion blur that you get with the lower frame rate. So it's kind of an interesting thing, I think. So I've got that on. Spot meter I have turned off. Pro Tune I have turned on. If you don't have that turned on, turn that on. Please turn that on. White balance. This is something I've changed to recently, and I think this has made the biggest improvement for me. So I used to use auto, and auto works okay sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. But what I found is if I use a fixed white balance, I get a much more even color tone with my videos. And what I found is using 5500, which is what I've got set at, works really well kind of across the board. Cloudy days, sunny days. If you use a different value, then you'll have to adjust either for sunny days or cloudy days. You can get a little bit better coloring if you, I don't know if it's better, but you can get maybe slightly better coloring if you change your white balance to fit the conditions outside, but it's minimal at best. And I found that 5500 is a very nice setting that you can work with. Color flat, if you don't have that set, please set that. ISO limit, I've got it cranked up to 1600. You can lower it down, and that's fine. It will make it harder in low light situations to get, bright video. You get rid of the grain, but you'll get really dark video, so it's kind of pointless. EV comp, here's one that's also made a big difference for me. Set this to -1. The GoPro tends to overexpose, so setting this down, it helps to not overexpose, so you can get much better results in your sky, that sort of thing, when you have drastic lighting changes. Sharpness, set that to low. If you want to sharpen your video after the fact, you can, but you can't undo the sharpness. So set the sharpness to low so that the camera is not messing with any of that on you. Auto rotation up, of course, and that is everything. So that's my GoPro settings. I thought that might be helpful to kind of go through that, and I'm going to tack on another video here in another day or so about going through the color grading and the process that I do with the color grading, but I thought I'd throw this out there for you. And I'm going to tack on in here a little bit of footage that's raw from the camera as it is with these settings, so you can kind of see what that looks like. And then we'll use the same footage in the next video to talk about how I go about doing color grading. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you want to see more of it, let me know. If you're not subscribed, first time you've been here, please consider subscribing. That would be a big help. It's the little button down here, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more of these and not miss anything, make sure you hit the notification bell. And as always, you guys, you have a great day. Go out and do something good for somebody. Go inspire somebody to be better. Just be good people. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.